Okay, I'm testing this. Let's go to our review of I'll go to the opening here. Oh, this is that day with all those weird news events, February 15th. Look at that, there's a kind of a Wyckoff structure. Look at all that liquidity on the bid there. Short sweeps into that bid liquidity. And back up. More shorts into there. Auction. Stop run down into some more liquidity that pulled. This. More sell sweeps. Buy absorption. So they're coming in then. Boom, up. Auction, auction, auction. Ring, opening bell. This liquidity got weaker, weaker, weaker. Hit it. Went back down. Liquidity. Didn't quite hit it. Went here. Here. See, here's that the rest of that structure. Apparently, what might have happened is, hey, here's bids, bids. Came back up, retest, more bids. More bids, bids, bids. Liquidity, they pulled. They're out. They hit down. More of these getting filled. Boom, this is aligned with right here. 4120. And boom, there it goes. Look at that. This VPOC shifted down though, so that was suggesting maybe it's more on the downside. It comes up here, squiggle, squiggle, squiggles, squiggle. Back, forth, back, forth. Nobody knows what's going on. Back down. Look at that, that's being supported right here. Look at that. Boom, stop run. Look at all this liquidity here. See, bids, 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 bids. So we see what happened there. And then all the way up here, where the VHVN is. Suppose that might be the yeah, that's a McVPOC. It's the overnight VPOC. For night VPOC, came up here, tested this thing, didn't want to go higher than that thing. So it's kind of looking like it's going down. Obviously, I mean, we're looking here in hindsight, but look at that structure. Down. Look at all these pushing, 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 pushing. More liquidity. Look at that, pushing. Ooh, slowing down a little bit. Look now, these guys coming in. Oh, boom, look. Pretty good sized stop run. Came back up. Look, another stop. Look, a bunch of them came here. There's that stop run. There's the stop sweeps. We're starting to see buyers behaving in here. It goes down into more liquidity. It didn't make it all the way down there. Auction, auction. So, like here, we don't know what that is. Then it goes up to here. It looks like it doesn't want to go up to there. But then here's this. Then we've got this. Then here is kind of where I'd say maybe it's going back up. Yeah, see, and then these targets right here. Right up in here. Speed it up a little bit. Now they're having a little trouble getting back up. And now there's more sellers doing something there. Probably going to test here. Right, here's an important spot. Let's see, it could have gone from down here, gone scaled. A little bit of something. Testing. That where they say 4120. Look at that, supported right there. So that could be, does it want to go back around here? Overall, we'd still say down. Maybe it wants to go back up here and then go back down. That's an outside edge. Here's a bunch of retail stops. Then who knows, I think there were a bunch of news events on the 15th. Got pretty wild. Oh, look at, yeah, this is probably where there's a news event. This thing's probably going to go loopy. Yeah, look at, yeah, see, that's like some kind of news event or something. Think like 7's kind of when it comes out. Pacific time, I'm Pacific time. Look at that, wiggle, 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 look, that. Look at here, a bunch of stuff going on involving the buyers and some stops. Does it mean anything or not? Maybe he wants to go up. Is he running out of juice? Look there, see, they're trying to push it down. Look there. That could be like this thing's, they soaked it up and it's going down. Or not, I don't know. Kind of went up to here and was like, it's too high. But you still got this and got that high. It says replay. I don't have my daily volume control, I mean, volume profile stuff labeled here. Okay, that kind of told me, see right there, remember I said maybe it doesn't want to go any higher. Look at all these. You see that? You know, and then goes down. But then it's supported here. See, I don't know. Maybe that could be it. Maybe it does want to go up. I think this is like where news events, that might have been here or something, a minor news event. Now it's kind of showing me a up. Oh, look, there's another one. Looks held right there. But we're still biased to the downside because look, where was it? Where's the volume point of control? It was up here overnight. Unless it gets above here, you know, somewhere above there. Still looking biased towards the downside. Unless it happens. See, it's not clear. What is this? It's kind of showing. Look at that. It held there. Came up here. Held above here and here. Is that another one? Is it running out of juice here? We've got these down here. Those are pretty big. You've got this and this up here. Look, and that may have been pretty damn hard to activate on it, but that might have been it right there telling you, hey, this is in this structure. See down, came back, didn't want to go back up. Boom. Not really. I want to mess around. See, if you were to go short, then probably be stopped somewhere up here. Kind of dangerous. If you can somehow hit that. Otherwise, you'd be getting filled somewhere around here. And then here's that. Let's see, 20, 25. Down to here, that's not, I don't think that's bad. That's 9 points. Sometimes I'll see things like, hey, here's Elliott wave. Here's a 1, 2, 3. So another correction, and then down. Look at all this. Don't they want to get in here or get out here? You have a bunch of bids right here. It's thick. Look at that. Look at all that. It's a lot. They could pull it and it could rip right through. It's like where's the limit order sitting at? It's sitting on the bids. So it could come down, hit these bids, wiggle around. Sellers get absorbed. They run out of juice and then the buyers take it up. I'm going to fast forward this thing. Look at this. See, they pulled it. Boom. A lot of buyer's stuff going on there. Look, there's all this. Maybe here, whoop, 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 whoop. We know there's stops right up here. Look at that, it could easily hit that. Here's an outside edge too. This little distribution. See, doesn't want to get it. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't want it. It's the mid. Okay, there's the mid. There's the HVN. Doesn't want to go. That could be saying, hey, if it doesn't break down from here, be going, hey, we want to go up to the next one. We know there's stops here, and this is right where there's a bunch of stops. There's a lot of volume. We've got liquidity here. Look, they pulled. Allows it to come up. Maybe it's a little stop run up in here. Look at that. It's holding there. Good. There's stops right here. See, there's stops right there. And there's also this. Got all this. Got this candle now. This hourly candle. It's starting to flip towards. It's supporting the longs more. Got a whole bunch of stops. Look, these guys pulled. These guys pulled right around when it started to go up, so maybe they're going, hey, maybe that was the real one right there. Trying to get them to dip down in here. Boom, see, this would be a pretty nice one if you can spot that right there. Pause that. Now look at that. Let's see. Zoom in right there. See what happened. Get that, bid 90, bid 368. So you've got them coming in. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Buying absorption, buying absorption. Now it's auctioning. Low volume, low volume. Nothing really there. Comes back up maybe to test this. And we see that. And look at that 17. Right at 17. Then it's kind of saying, hey, maybe it could get these. And it did. I probably would have. So if I were to do it, I probably would have gotten in. This happened really fast, maybe around here. So that's 16, 17. Like 16, 17. Can get from 17 to 24. That's not bad. You can see this happening. It could drag you in the dirt there. There's still that. These guys pulled. See, there's breaking it down, breaking it down. Look at that. This is in hindsight. This would be pretty tough to actually do it. Be 16. Look, there's another price to retest. There's some demand right here. It didn't follow through. Look at that, stops. Not anymore sell stops. Running out of juice. They soaked up those. Could have been the sellers. Out. Maybe sellers could have been done. At least for now. You know, you get some group of sellers going, hey, here's 16 to 14.50. You know, that's where we're going. That they're getting taken out right there. There's 16 to 24. That's not bad. That's 8 points. That's it. You see these a lot. So that's not. So I mean, you could get up there. I don't know. At least make sure you're risk neutral, break even somewhere along this. I don't know. I guess if you moved your stop up to there, you could move your stop here. 19. You're still break even. Come down a little bit, sitting on top of this structure. Look at that. Then we start to see more bids. More bids. That could be more up pressure going. That. That. See, came back down. See that? Went up, tested back down. It's still too low. Came back up here. Okay, maybe that. Yeah, that hits some sellers. You hit some sellers here. It went back down. That's still too low. That's still too low. And yeah, then you start to see them piling on right there. We'll see. I think if I remember right, 40 had some kind of volume profile significance. Let's go back to playing it. Okay, look at that. Maybe that's too expensive. See, the buyer's not interested. It went there. It hit these. Hit there. Trying to go up. Trying to go up. Large amount of cell absorption goes right into this. Say some ask volume there. And look, test back a little to here. Still sitting on top of there. That's still too low. Comes back up here. Look, buyer's not interested. Buyer's not very interested. got this comes in. You've got this ask liquidity here. Look at that, what happens right there. And also this. Look, here's a stop run. Not getting very many. There's more stops, but it's less than that is. Less, 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 less. Buyers becoming less and less interested in continuing to go up. Here's ask liquidity. Got this bubble. Pretty decent amount of liquidity right there. Ask liquidity. And we know there's stops flipped back down under this side now. So it could go down here, and let's look down here. There's still this. That's pretty dense right there. Right around 41.11. So let's go ahead and see what happens there. I know it was only 2 days ago, but it's like far enough where I think the day ended down. I'm just trying to break down this stuff so I can recognize it better myself. It's kind of what I see Bruce and Tom do every day. You know, they really break this thing down. Really love the way those guys do it. So I figured I would start recording these, put them on YouTube, maybe share it in the Traders Lab. Don't know if you guys will make it through the video with my monotone voice. I think I'm seeing a lot of stuff that has some kind of relevance here, and you know, we're all working together, trying to look at the same things, and we all see it a little differently. See, look at this. Could this be? Is that the lid on the pot? It makes it go down here. Back. Look at that. Goes up in here. Look, there's all that ask. Oh, and you've got that. Look, 139, 3, 7, 15. You've got stuff up here. Got kind of a barrier right there and here. Look, it kind of went there. You've got stops under here. They all put their stops down here. Maybe down here. That's going back 10 plus minutes. You got people they were down from some other area. And then this comes down. And then there goes those stops. Or down here, look, there's demand right there. Look, here we go. Okay, there's something interesting. If I remember right, there might have been a news event around this time. I think that was pretty bad on the 15th. Oops, looks like my video was doing something funky here. Okay, I think I resized it. I mean, yeah, this looks like it's because I'm using OBS to record this, so it looks like this is all. You can see all this now. Good. I'm still trying to figure the thing out. Hopefully this will work. You guys need to tell me if I sound like crap or something went wrong with the video or what. I'm going to watch it back. Look here. Look here. See, that popped in there. Kind of significance is 33.5. Oh, look there. Look, 33. Look at where we are. Look at where we are. See? Oh, look, that's right in that area where there was the high and the VHVN. We know there's these guys up here. Kind of. See, that's quite a bit of sell stop. I mean, buy stops. 377, 176. It went into this. You've got all that up there though, so I don't think it's slowing down yet. And it held right here, above this stuff. You had this. Not really convinced it's gonna go down, but I don't know. Look at that. Buy stops, buy stops, buy stops. No, there's retail stops under here and probably all the way down to here. See, it got some of them. It got some of them right now. Look, sell sweep into VPOC, VWAP. You've got buy absorption, buy absorption. Still held above this. Could come down. Like I don't know. Like there's. I wouldn't want to be in here right now. Because what's the overall big picture telling us? It's still saying down. There was no VPOC shift yet. It's kind of just showing mean reversion. See, it's going up to here, down to here, up here, down here. That's kind of where it's showing. Hey, maybe this is preferring the low side. Down here, there's a lot of liquidity here. A lot of bid liquidity. Then we come up here. It's VHVN. It's VHVN. Maybe I label that. Okay, here. Look at this. Look at this. So you've taken out a lot of these sell stops, but there's still all this down here. There's still people with stops down here. Taking out a lot of these guys. They were trying to do something around here. Here because a lot of them they're putting their stops around here. See stops, less stops, less stops. More stops, but not quite as much as this one. Kind of running out of juice, but that's showing that could be too high. Kind of ugly here. And the fact that it didn't really go below here, you have a stop divergence. See, and then up here, this could be the point where it's telling you, hey, I want to go up towards 40. Got the VHVN in the way. Or overnight VPOC, whatever, probably both. Kind of looking back way till you can basically call that's basic. Look at how much. That's all most of the night. 3 a.m. to opening bell pretty much. It's a long time. Might as well call that, hey, that's overnight VPOC too. Why don't I label it that? Might not be 100% right. I'm just looking at order flow in this video. Hoping you guys look at it, give me some feedback on what I'm looking at. I think if I make more of these videos, maybe they'll sound kind of silly, but I'm just looking at stuff. Yeah, see, I was just one possible thing. Maybe it comes down, gets this stuff, gets this one and goes up. Or maybe it's just repeated attempts to get above here. It didn't do it, that's too expensive. It wants to come down. I don't know. Like, you know, it's like both of those things could happen right here. This, we see the candlestick changing. That can move around quite a bit. We never really went below this mid. But then that had me thinking, hey, is that a short? That's short. Look, it doesn't want to go above this right here. You see rectangle. Got kind of this rectangle here. See, and that makes almost like a volume area right there with that rectangle. Yeah, I wish these rectangles would just be continuous, you know. Like to have a rectangle and it just keeps going across the screen. I'd also like to have just a horizontal line. You see with the that last press. See? Okay, we saw it right there. I kind of breaking it down. I didn't know what was going to happen. Let me pause this thing. See, I didn't know what was going to happen really. But look at that. See, we kept running out of stops. There may have been more stops sitting around there. Got taken out. Look, and then it comes back down here. That is still less than that. Less, less, less. Comes here. I still can't tell it's a long yet. This might be something we can look at in Trader's Lab. Anybody watches this thing? This is 40. No, 125. It's I could have been telling me something. You know, here's the bottom. Of this whole structure. Basically, you can make it something like that, just to get an idea. Could have been like, hey, look, right here, still got less cell stops than that. Came back. Look, here's a structure. It's a structure auction. Testing back up higher to this auction. Came back down to this auction. That was too low. Kind of squiggled here. Little micro auction. Right where the retail price is. And maybe these signs were pointing towards up. And we hit that down there. That was pretty significant when that happened. That was a look at all the liquidity. That was quite a bit that happened right there, and that all absorbed went through that earlier. Look at this. Let me play this again. Okay, look at that. That is a bunch. That is a bunch. 1496. Man, that is a bunch. So could this be the short side? Those people that were in higher time frame or something. At that boom. It hit that at the time. And boom, right up into this whole thing. You still got that. Look. Sellers. Got these guys up. Could have been some news related thing, I forget. 4134. Well, okay, see, this could just be, we're getting filled, and then down. I forgot what happened. Kind of demands up here. So there's outside liquidity. Maybe further away. I'm still trying to put that one together. But try not to pay too much attention to outside liquidity. I don't know all that much about it. And I really got to put together better statistics so I have a better plan in place. I live in Vegas here, but I don't like going to casinos. And I don't like to gamble, so that's not what I really want to do here. I can go down the street to gamble and get the free prime rib dinner if I want. Okay, see it. Let's look at that. See it. That didn't push it down. That didn't push it down. I don't know what to make of that. It's a juicy target right there. And that too. Who else is up here? Who else is up here? Do I have I have Trader Map Pro. Okay, there is somebody way up there. Will it get there? I don't know if it did or not. And this is filtered for. Where's the thing? What was it? It was Thought I had the filter for orders of at least 100. See, 100, 100 to 5,000 or whatever. See, where's the big stuff at? See, this was here. And then they went up here. So I could look, and then this whole thing could be mean reversion. Could still be in mean reversion, but look at that. Is that saying, you know, we went up here? Now this is too low. And here's more demand way up there. It's kind of unrealistic to get there today, but who knows? I'm going to go back to the other one. Oh, let's check in on our rectangle here. Does this have anything to do with that? See, look. See, I drew that. Look at where that is. That's kind of where most of this volume happened. Oh, look at that. Look at that. See, maybe it's saying this is too much. This was too much earlier. Oh, no, I mean, it could be saying that, or it could be, you know, hey, trying to go lower. This is all too low now in this rectangle. Look, it still can't go down there. Look, stop divergence. Stop divergence. And you have liquidity up here waiting to get filled. And then that Trader Map Pro, you could see the way up here. You can kind of see it shaded. Like way up there, those guys at 4,200, they're waiting for something. But if this goes, it could come back down here too. I don't know. Why wouldn't it go up here? They can pull these at any time. These fluctuate, pretty inconsistent. Kind of tells you, hey, this is kind of there's something about that area. Look at that. There she goes. There she goes. Oh, look, see? It's doing the same thing as earlier. See, it absorbs that, stops, less stops. Still have this up here, could still do it, but it's kind of, that's like an indicator it could be running out of gas. And sell sweep, buyers trying to keep it alive. Sell sweep. I don't know, that at 8:30 that could be some kind of news event going on. Get that pressure. If I had to guess, trying to get this cluster of retail stops down here. So that's high volume. VWAP mid, VPOC. Could take them out. Look at that lid on the pot. But still above the rectangle. It's still above the rectangle. So, and what's that? Look at that, it's staying above that. That's your chart range. That maybe it's too high. Maybe it's too high. That was definitely saying, hey, maybe that's too high. That definitely said maybe that's way too high. Stop divergence. cell absorption. And then you have a bunch of sweeps, buyers trying to keep this thing alive, not working. Sellers want to drop the hammer on this thing, get down to here, but it's still above this value area of this rectangle. And it's still above VHVN and overnight VPOC. So does that tell us I mean, there was never any VPOC shift. There's more demand up here though. So could be they were just trying to get these to come back down there so they got enough juice to come back up here. Okay, so look, 40 again. 40 lit up again. That's significant. There's some kind of volume profilage. I would have to go back and dig through all that stuff. Looking, it's getting weaker. They're pulling. Look at that. So this might be what they're a little more interested in. But then also look, 494, 326. Is that saying, yeah, this? I would have to lean towards, wants to take that and then maybe go up further. Look, there's 60. Can see a little bit, 4,200. That's pretty ambitious. I don't know about that. Somewhere in here could kind of be where it fizzles out, or it could fizzle out right here. They could drop the hammer right here, 566, 11, 24, right up near this thing. Could fizzle out. That hourly candle is pointing towards, say, overall, do you really want to get short? Oh, look at that. Look at that, like they wanted, briefly kind of made it look like they wanted to drop the hammer on that. Maybe it drops the hammer more on it if it can get this stuff. They could pull that thing and it could rip through. And then they run out of, the buyers run out of juice, and then it's time for the sellers. I hope this thing has been recording my audio. God, I've been rambling on for 53 minutes. That is kind of fun though. Get that, 844, 1-6. It ran through this thing. Okay, we got seller, 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 buy sweeps, stop divergence, came back down, retested, double top, but it was still above this whole value area for the day, so I don't know, I would kind of say, like, maybe if you're like, hey, this could have gotten in here somewhere, because I'm saying, hey, this is above here, it's pointing towards up. Maybe you get scaled and you go up to that, to 40. If you do 32.50 to 40, that's not bad, and if you want to hang in there, you have your stop down here. They seem to not want to go down in here. So it's up to you. That would have scaled. be risk neutral on that with a 2 lot. Taken, that's not bad if you can get 7 or 8 points. Look, and then this, and then a retest here. Look, less stops, less stops, less stops. Test here, less stops. Whoop. Then maybe here it could tell, okay, 40. That 40, and there's some more stuff up here. Could have been interested in that. I probably would have got off. Go 40, I didn't really see stuff going up that far. So that may have been significant. Look here, 45. Look, less stops, less stops, less stops, less stops, less stops, less buy stops. But then look here. See that they're wanting to keep it alive. They're getting taken down. Fire absorption. Fire absorption. You have a bunch of stops like under here, and then as usual, mid VWAP, all that. But it would be back inside of this structure that it kind of exited for now. It was the bulk of the day. Can go back right there. That's kind of where it was at. Okay. Okay, it looks like OBS is still recording my voice. Okay. A bunch of some crap right there. See, here's a structure, but I think it ran out of juice up here. That's kind of like what we saw way earlier when we were looking down at this. This kind of thing up here. This was kind of similar to that. And look, see, there's stops here. Anybody who saw this same kind of thing I was looking at, and they wanted to go long, this thing came and it popped them. The way this order book's looking now, I don't know if there was like a news thing then or what. Look, that thing just went boom. And there's retail stops. And it would have taken out anybody who tried to do one of these long setups. See, it would have went boom, goodbye. There's your stops gone if you're long. And then maybe this will go back up. Hell if I know. I mean, I think maybe the purpose of that was say stop's gone, can continue back up. I'm going to try to wrap this up. This is kind of an hour of me rambling on. Kind of see, fast forward to like, what did it look like at the end of the day? Jeez, this thing's taking forever. Okay, but there's the basic ideas anyway. So we were looking at, where's that? Is that rectangle at? God, that thing takes it's taking a long time. Probably because I have all this stuff up here. It's because I'm playing around with the market pulse. I mean, hell, if you're like a longer term trader, you could have been like, hey, if you're some omniscient god, I guess, could be like, hey, there's this crazy dip here. And like that was the biggie for the day. I made it up to there. God, that would be pretty incredible. 41.15 to 46. Wow. We could be like, okay, here's this whole structure. Get scaled. Boom, look, it's still holding above this whole thing. Then it comes back up and it comes here. It doesn't really want to go that far into the box again. And then it just takes off. You could have finished the day up there if you were some kind of a that's some kind of premonition about it. You'd have to be clairvoyant or something. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. I hope this video recorded all of my audio. This is kind of a test, and it was just kind of me taking a replay. That's kind of how I'm going through a replay. That's so. Anyway, click the like button, I guess, since we're on YouTube. Leave some comments. I'll put this up in the Bookmap Traders Lab. Uh, Maybe in some of the other channels in there too. Um, okay, well, let's call that a wrap, guys.